Hello everyone. As some of you may know, today is our 1 month anniversary. So we've been married for a whole month, and we said we're gonna do this thing where we would do a live on our anniversary, and we will speak about like how good it's been to be married.
How good or how bad?
How good or how bad it's been to be married. So we've come up with this idea to write questions for each other. So I wrote questions for Moyo. He wrote questions for me. And we haven't seen each other's questions. So we're going to have like real life reactions and that. So I have a list of questions to ask Moyo, and then he has to be honest.
Okay.
And he has some questions for me as well.
And all the questions, they're like basically about how the last 1 month has been.
Yeah. So my first question for you, since you've been married, do you feel more married today than you did on our wedding day? So basically, did it take time for it to settle that you were married, or from the day one or the next day you already felt married? So like, how do you feel like compared to today and the day after our wedding? Do you feel more married?
I feel more married actually. So basically, the first day, the wedding day, it was more of like a ceremony, literally. So I felt like, yeah, I'm married to you now. But as the days went, the more we started living together, as husband and wife, it started feeling more real in things like the decisions I make. I found myself actively making decisions like increase your savings. I found myself wanting what you wanted for yourself, that kind of thing. So I think, yeah, in the last 1 month, I felt more married than the wedding day itself. I think that wedding day was just like, yay, congratulations. Then the next day, let's get into business. So yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll say the same. Like, the wedding day and the day after, I was just like in a dream, in a trance. Like, I did not even feel married for like a week or 2 weeks after. But yeah, I definitely feel more married today. Like, with anything in life, practice makes perfect.
The next question is, what don't you like about being married so far? What don't you like about being married so far? So in the last 1 month, what is it about marriage you don't like so far?
I think for me,
not married to me, just marriage.
It's perfect that you said marriage, not married to you in particular. So the one thing that I do not like about being married is that I feel like society has come up with these rules and this expectation or this narrative of how a married couple is meant to be, what our roles are. And I feel like daily I'm trying to meet up to expectations, and they're not necessarily your expectations of me. They're just expectations that society and culture has put for us. Like, culture will say, as a wife, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to every time, and like,
you have to what? What's that? Honestly, I don't know that.
If you don't know what it is, go to sleep. So like, basically, society is like I feel like every day I have like a mark that I have to attain.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes it's tiring, sometimes I just want to chill, and I basically can't wait for when I don't have to feel that pressure anymore, that, oh, as a wife, you have to do this, you have to do that. So yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about being married, the expectations that society has put on me. Again, not necessarily you.
Yeah.
The expectations that society has put on me that I find myself struggling to attain daily.
That makes sense. I mean, for me also, I think one thing I don't like, honestly, about being married so far is that, first of all, you feel like you're getting old. You just feel like you've gone from 15 years old to 60 years old.
Yeah, like there was no middle ground. Like, just because I'm married, I'm like my late 50s.
Exactly. and then you find yourself the one I don't like the most is the fact that I can't make decisions for for myself alone again. Every decision I make, I have to think
like 10 steps.
10 steps, not just for our unborn kids. I'm thinking I'm thinking 10 years ahead.
Yeah.
I think that's just one thing I don't like. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, it is what it is.
I think we'll just get used to it. Like, very soon we'll be like, shove it, we don't care. We'll do our marriage the way we want to, innit?
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's forever, I guess. I mean, this is just
we're just a baby.
Yeah.
We're a baby marriage.
Married babies.
Yeah.
Baby married.
So number 2 is, what is your favorite thing about being married?
Oh, the favorite thing I love being married, you can bang anytime.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I
swear I knew you were gonna
guilty.
say that.
Without feeling guilty.
Without feeling guilty? Should we talk about that?
No, you speak
Should
for
we
yourself.
talk about that?
Speak for yourself.
Well, we feel like if you were in a relationship with someone and you were, practicing abstinence, or if you were a virgin or whatever, and you were not having sex, you were being celibate, and then you now get married.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest, that transition was not easy. To move from not doing it to doing it.
Don't talk. But yeah, you said your favorite thing about being married was the fact that you can bang anytime.
Yes, even while listening to online service.
Whether I'm ready or not.
No. You have to. You're always ready, apparently.
You just have to quickly. Anyways, my favorite thing about being married is, I feel like every day is a motive. Like, we're doing something every day. Like, when you're single, like, you would prepare to go out to meet your boo or whatever. And even though we lived together for a while before we got married, it still feels like
6 months.
Yeah.
February. Yeah.
Yeah, it still feels like an activity. It feels like every day is like, oh, it's a motive, like, to turn up. Okay.
Yeah. I think I got the next question. What's the question you've been asked about being married? Like, what people ask you. Do you get? Yeah. Should I answer it first, so you know what I mean?
I feel like we're gonna have the same answer.
What?
How has married life been?
It's that question.
How has married life? Or how is married life?
How is married life? What sort of a
How
question?
do you think? How do you think? What kind of question is
married
that?
Life?
How is married life?
It's great.
It's good.
It's awesome. What do you want me to say?
It's going well.
When you ask me how is married life, what do you want me to say?
We all know what you're really asking.
We just banged last night. Is that what you want to hear?
They really want to know about sex. That's why they're asking.
How is married
life? How is married life? How is it different from single life? Or relationship life?
And one annoying thing about some people can even be so serious about it when they ask you. Like they're
waiting for a response.
Want an episode.
How is married life?
It's been great. There are ups and downs. It is this.
It's been just 1 month.
What do you want me? Even if it's been 6 years, what do you want me to say? Don't ask me how is married life like.
People do.
Married life is married. Simple.
People ask some weird questions. Yeah.
Like that's how it's Christmas. Christmas is Christmas. What else do you expect from Christmas? Or they say, people ask you, how was your night? I was sleeping. I don't know.
How was your night?
I was sleeping. I didn't know.
How was your... What are you trying to find out? Why can't you just come out and say how is sex life? How is the bedroom?
I guess we just think
like how my besties did, and I answered them accordingly. Let's
get it clear. The first 1 month of being married, it isn't just about. It's not smooth exactly. It's not the smoothest thing. It's not the honeymoon people expect it to be. It's literally you just made a final decision of your life, so you're doing everything it takes to make it work. And I feel like that this first month is like very important. Some of the decisions you make in the first month affect. It's just like your father told me, like you have to decide how you want your marriage to be, and you've got to do it from the very beginning. Yeah, that's why I try to make you understand that you have to bang all the time. Yeah, sorry. Over to you. Sorry.
Number 3 is, in one word, describe your marriage.
In one word, wow.
In one word. I don't want to know it's pistol, just one word.
Soothing.
Ooh.
Being married to you is soothing, really.
Ooh, so it feels like there was a wound and somebody put a balm on it.
No, There was never a wound. It feels natural to me, being married.
That's not me or student or
It's when I say student, it's a good feeling. Being married to you, it just makes me feel good.
Okay.
Honestly, anytime they ask me at work, like, because I'm just gonna put this out there for people that are always like being so negative to young couples. Like, first of all, you guys need to get yourself checked out. I've got loads of folks that, because they've been married for donkey years, so they tell me the negatives about marriage all the time. This one guy told me that, don't worry, one day you feel like killing her. Like, literally, this one dude told me that. This one dude told me, yeah, you're in the honeymoon stage. Enjoy it while it lasts. You get some negative. I'm like,
I don't want to hear that part.
You know what?
Keep your negativity to your self.
I know we're gonna fight. We will fight. We will argue. It's normal. It's
By
normal.
the way, we've only fought once in a whole month. I think it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. We finished it on time.
That aside, but people just need to understand that. Just let people be married the way they want to be married. Our marriage might not go like yours. Yours might not go like someone else. Then another young couple just got married yesterday. Theirs might not go like ours. Every marriage is different.
Yeah, every marriage is definitely. I think it's like fingerprints. I think because it's a unique mix of unique people, so it's going.
No one has ever been married to us. So how would you?
And no one has ever been married to you.
How can you come up to me and tell me one day you feel like killing up? Come on, look at this. Okay. How about you? In one word.
In one word, I'll describe marriage as enjoyment. I'm just enjoying my life. He's taking good care of me. He's bringing snacks home every day. If I add weight, it's all him. He's taking good care of me, man. Making me feel good. Enjoyment.
Yes, ma'am. What's the most difficult part of our marriage for you? Like our marriage now. What part do you find most difficult so far? Like, to expectations or not, what part do you find like difficult being married to me? I know I can be a difficult person. I agree.
You're not even that bad, actually. You're not as bad as I thought you would be. I thought you give me more stress.
Okay.
I think the most difficult part of our marriage is for me, I don't know about you, for me it's still the same thing about expectations. I feel like society has made expectations for how marriage should play out, and then I know you have your expectations of me, and then not being able to read your mind about, because obviously I'm the kind of person that I like to procrastinate, and you do things immediately, so I already know that there are tons of things that I have to do. Yeah. And you know that I have to do them, but you don't know that I'm going to get around to doing them at my own time. So it's that time lag of your expectations and when I actually get around to doing those things, and then always having to get in front of it and be like, I'm gonna get to do that, so that you don't come around and tell me what to do, because I hate it when you tell me what to do. I hate it when you tell me what to do, especially if it's something that I already know that I'm supposed to have done. Like, I really, really hate it when you tell me to do something that I know I was gonna do. So that time lag of, you expect me to do something, I know you're expecting me to do something, but I don't know how soon you want me to do it and when I actually want to do it. I know I'm very complicated. I overthink things.
Okay, what she said.
I overthink things.
But funny enough, for me it's close to that, but it's more of, I'm a very, I do not have an OCD, first of all. Let me put that out there.
Yes, OCD.
I do not have an OCD, but I'm a specialized human being. Yeah. I like things done in a particular way. So one thing this 1 month has taught me so far is things don't have to always be done the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
It can be done other ways, or it couldn't.
And it'll still be done.
And it cannot be done at all. It also is fine.
Last, it'll be done. I will not die. Nobody's gonna die. And even if it's not done, we won't die, right?
Yeah. So exactly. So I think that's just one thing. That's been the hardest thing for me to accept, that just let things flow.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. My fourth question for you, Mr. Oshinobi, is...
Do I love you? Yes. Next question.
The first question is, how was the honeymoon? Wait, this is a trick question because we've not had a honeymoon. So I want you to explain that while you're explaining your question. And also explain what the plan for the honeymoon is.
Wait, do you mean
the honeymoon? And the promise you made to me about the honeymoon.
Okay, guys, see. We've not had a honeymoon because first of all, we are privileged.
But we had a preview to a honeymoon, right?
We did?
Like the extra night.
Oh, okay. I didn't count that. What I have in mind for you, baby, that's nothing compared.
Listen. First
of all, guys, we're
men and their promises.
How many men has promised you?
Speak to the people.
How many men has promised you?
This is your chance to speak your truth. People are listening. There are about 4 people that are listening to you right now.
First of all, we're even privileged to be married.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there, like, we are so privileged to have been married in this period. I think there's one buddy of ours, teammates, that also got married in this period too. So he can testify that he has also gone for an honeymoon yet too.
Yeah.
So this is our plan. So because we weren't able to go for our honeymoon, normally we're going to travel to Greece and Spain for our honeymoon, but because of COVID and all that, so we are not doing that any longer. So what Madame has instructed me, she didn't make me promise, she instructed me that she wants 12.
You have to know what you want and tell your mom.
She wants 12 honeymoons. Because first of all, she deserves it. You do deserve it. And second of all, because we are never really going to have that, the kind of people we love traveling. So we're always going to travel anyway. So we decided that we'll pick a weekend every month next year where we're going to travel to a new city. It could be within...
Or a new country.
Or a new country, exactly. It could be within England, within UK, within Europe.
And sometimes it can last longer than a weekend as well.
Yeah, of course, it can last longer, you know.
So basically, because I didn't get my honeymoon because of COVID, I'm getting 12 honeymoons next year. Which is fair, because the Bible actually says you should have a honeymoon for a whole year. So I'm just being a good Christian. It's your turn.
Oh, it's mine. This is my own question, baby. And I'm going to ask on Insta Live because I want to show the world the kind of man I am. Baby, rate my sexual proficiency.
Hey, how did I know that you're going to ask this question? Why do you want to know yourself? Maybe it's for us to ask sex, no on me.
Let rate it. Over 10, please. Please. Don't lie, you.
Okay, I'll be honest. 11. That's the truth. That means he overdosed. Wasabi is killing him.
You thought that was a compliment.
It's 11.
Yeah. So
yeah, okay, yours is 11.
So should I rate yours too?
I didn't ask you questions. Keep your opinions to yourself. I don't want to know. Somebody will now have self-esteem. So, my final question for you is, for you, Mr. Oshinubi, if marriage is indeed a lifelong lesson, let your answer to this question prove that true. Name one positive and negative thing you've learned about me that you did not know before we were married in this last 1 month. One positive thing you've learned about me and one negative thing you've learned about me in this last 1 month that you didn't know about me before we got married.
The problem now, you said before we got married, because I studied you for 4 years and I passed. Well,
who gave you report card?
Well, the thing for positive that I didn't know before is that you are, first of all, not like I've underrated you. I've not seen you finish, but I used to perceive you as someone that, how do I put it? You like learning new things, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But you never really showed that.
Mm-hmm.
You used to come up to me as someone that is afraid to try new things. But ever since we got married, I realized actually that's not the case. Because you just do it in a different way. I jump at trying new things, but she doesn't jump at it. She eases herself into it.
Yeah, you just have to nudge me.
Exactly, and I think that's something I really, really appreciate about you. And in terms of negative, I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm not trying to blow a trumpet. So far, so good. I don't think that there isn't. Maybe if you just wake up from the bed earlier. You just wake up from the bed earlier and I'm fine.
Why can't I sleep? Please. Do you think it's easy to look this beautiful? There's a reason why they call it beauty sleep.
Excuse me.
If I want to sleep for 10 hours, let me sleep for 10 hours.
This girl told me what.
Why is it? She's always waking me up by 6 a.m. Why?
You don't know what it is that she's waking up early. And she woke up 10 o'clock. I was like,
that's early.
She said she was waking up early. I was like, and I was like, so you say you're waking up early? She was like, yes, now 10 o'clock. I'm early. I'm like,
I like sleep. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's what I'm dealing with.
Makes me beautiful.
I'll wake you up 6 o'clock tomorrow again.
It's always waking me up early. I don't get it.
Okay, my own final question.
Okay.
Do you enjoy my cooking?
It depends on what you cook, boo.
What do you mean?
I enjoy your cooking. Let's leave it there, please. I don't want part 2 for this live video. Just one video. I enjoy it. You're a great chef. You are good at what you do.
After all the pistol I gave, this is how you just...
I enjoy your cooking, please. What I love about your cooking the most is that you cook.
What?
I enjoy the fact that you cook.
Does that even make sense?
And now we're moving to the bonus round. Woo woo! Where we're gonna answer your questions about how married. Stop trying to unzip me. We're going to answer your questions about how married life has been. We have 2 questions. So the first question was from Laide, and she said, Lala. She said, "Do we miss our own space?" You go first.
Nope. I will put this right there. First of all, I'm a guy that likes my personal space. Like, yeah. My family knows me for that. When I was staying with my parents, like, I created my own house in their house. That's how much I love my personal space. But I feel like with Kemi, it's like I still have my space. You know? Do you get? She doesn't choke me. She doesn't like. She understands that sometimes I want to stay upstairs and watch the match. While she can stay down and do something like. We are married, but we still know how to live independently sometimes in some things, you know. So I don't miss it, you know. I don't. I would rather have this over anything.
Okay, so my own answer is I don't miss my space like in the calm down. We are being honest. We need to tell them the truth. So I don't miss my space when it comes to like personal space, if that makes sense. But I miss my bodily space. You know, like when they say somebody can't get their hands off you, like I can't just walk by in peace. I can't pass without a smack on the bum, a touch of the boob. I can't just pass. Sometimes I just want to be an extra in the scene. I just want to be a waka pass.
You're my star girl.
I miss the fact that my body can be touched anytime, any goddamn time. I miss the fact that I have one in preparation before you touch my body. Before he will say, "Can I grab your ass?" Now, any goddamn given time, nobody is above touching.
Sorry.
That's what I miss.
Sorry.
So I don't he doesn't choke me like you said. We know how to live independently in our own house. But every goddamn time, I cannot just be walking by and you will just be grabbing me, fam.
Sorry. I'll still grab you. So what's the second question?
So our second bonus question was from IBK, and he said, "What's been your favorite experience you've had together in 1 month?" Ooh.
That's a nice question.
So there's been so many good experiences. I mean, it's
Why do
hard.
you think should I go?
It's hard because we're in a lockdown now, and so we've not like gone out and done like, you know, stuff together. But I think I know what my favorite experience has been. I've thought of mine. You want to go first?
Okay, I think it's two things. First, one, it's so for some reason in the last 1 month, there was this particular week, she was all in her feelings, you know, just crying every single time for no.
I was a wreck, guys.
For no flipping reason.
I was a wreck after the marriage.
And
Look, let me tell them. Let me explain. You can't just drop a bump like that and me not explain why I was in my feelings. Yeah, I was a wreck. I was a wreck. Stop. I was crying every day, like after our wedding, because not because I felt like a child that was sold into slavery or anything, just because my dad flew down to the UK for the wedding, and I hadn't seen him in ages, and so he left, and I felt like a baby that you dropped at daycare. I literally felt like my dad just dumped me on this man, and it was like, you are in safe hands. He literally said, you are in safe hands. Who says that? I literally felt abandoned. I felt like my previous identity, which was Kemi Ladipo, was dead. The Kemi Ladipo was dead, and I suddenly had to be a new woman, Kemi Oshinobi, which I'm happy to be. I'm happy about my new beginning, but it just felt really like as if they chopped.
You know, there was this time
they chopped my soul.
There was this time I almost wanted to sneak in and start just record you cry. Like she was.
I was so I was a wreck.
I know this experience is really beautiful for me because
it's so weird. Like, what about people that were then now sold into marriage, or like they had to go through arranged marriage, and how would they feel if me that I love you, I've lived with you before we got married, I still felt that disconnect from my family, like, whew.
I know, right?
Yeah, it felt like an oblique cord. What's it called?
Umbilical cord.
Umbilical cord.
You know the funny thing, baby, is what was even more interesting for is because I had previous warning. Debbie's dad, Debbie, your best friend, he had already given me warning ahead. He told me that there's some moments that your wife will be very emotional. She'll be in tears, and you will not understand why.
To be fair, like I was also going in, I hate to say this, I hate to play the period card, but I was also going into my period.
Exactly, yeah. So, like,
to start.
You know why I liked that experience? Because she was crying for reasons I do not understand, but like he
was so sweet. Like, if I was Moyo and my new wife I just married is crying every day, I'll feel so bad. Like, am I that bad to be married to?
You know the time when I was taking so many shifts at work and I was always leaving for work every day.
I felt like
I should not be crying at the door when I'm leaving.
And then sometimes I'll sneak into the bathroom to cry because I don't want him to feel bad that I'm crying because we just got married and I'm crying every time.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, I
didn't want you to feel bad. Like, I didn't regret anything.
So I think yeah, basically that's been a standout experience for me.
Yeah. So your best experience in the last 1 month is when I was crying. Are you hearing your best friend? My own best experience, like I said, we're in lockdown, so we've not been able to go out as much and do stuff. But mine was decorating the house for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
That really brought me so much joy.
Oh, let me even tell you the story about how we decorated the house. She nudged me in the evening, said that she wants to decorate the house.
No, I did.
that this is the budget that we do. First of all, she has her money too, but I like how she could have done it herself, but she ran it through like, is it okay to spend this amount of money? And I'm like, I slashed it.
Yeah, he slashed it in half.
Less than half, actually. But the Spirit of God spoke to me.
Married to my dad.
But the Spirit of God spoke to me the following day.
Spirit of God, or was it the stuff I did to change your mind?
But in the morning, I gave we
increased the money back.
Increased the money back. Fully paid.
Stay tuned. More from the gates.
I love you.
Peace.